So today's question is from a Mark Sisson fanboy who's taken some time out from snorting Primal Blueprint powder off MS's arse cheek. Durianrider, you say that Mark Sisson's Primal Blueprint diet makes you fat. How come Mark Sisson is lean? How come he's a skinny guy? Okay, that's a fair enough question. Here's a photo of Mark Sisson, a recent photo. That's a valid question. Let's get stuck into it. First point. Mark Sisson says a high-fat fried food diet keeps you thin, lean, and healthy. Fact. Mark Sisson's wife is a vegetarian. Her parents are vegan. That speaks enough for itself. Mark Sisson says that a Dr. McDougall program contributes to obesity and type 2 diabetes. Fact. Mark Sisson isn't even a doctor. He's never published nor will ever publish any clinical studies. Fact. Dr. McDougall is a doctor, has published clinical studies. Go on pcrm.org, full of studies where they clinically reverse obesity and type 2 diabetes without medication. So when Bill Clinton had heart disease, wanted to lose weight, who'd he go to? Mark Sisson to eat some fried Big Macs without the buns in Vibrams? No way. He went to McDougall, went to Ornish, went to PCRM. All those guys, they put him in the high-carb, low-fat, plant-based diet to help his heart disease recovery and drop the weight. President Clinton, big deal. Mark Sisson says you can eat all the fried, fatty food you desire. Eat as much as you want and you'll keep the weight will just fall off of you. Fact. Mark Sisson practices intermittent fasting. I call it IF, sexy word, intermittent fasting. I call it freaking athletica anorexia. Starve yourself. Starve yourself. Mark Sisson uses a crap load of caffeine, starts the day with a lot of coffee, Starbucks, got his Starbucks card there. He needs caffeine just to get through basic workouts. And Mark Sisson eats primarily vegetarian diet. If you look at his daily food intake, most of the food, he has a massive salad for lunch. He says that's his secret. His secret, Mark Sisson's own word. Sisson says, my secret is my large salad with 10 ingredients for lunch. Interesting. So he has this high volume, low calorie, plant-based meal to distract his hunger. So people think, you can eat as much fried food as you want, as long as it's like organic or whatever. You're getting huxted. And same with Rob Wolf. Rob Wolf and all those guys, man. If anyone's lean on the paleo primal fad diet, they're starving themselves. They're practicing calorie restriction. So it doesn't matter what you eat. If you restrict yourself, if you restrict your calories, it doesn't matter what you eat. So why not just eat healthy? Why not give up the fried foods? Why not give up the meat and all the high-fat stuff? Eat a high-carb, low-fat, plant-based diet and eat as much as you want and don't have to restrict yourself. Makes sense to me. It's what I've done for the last 10 years. Lean as, no calorie restriction ever. Calorie restriction, throw it out, chuck it in the Vitamix with your Primal Blueprint book or the Paleo Solution book, and then pour it in the garden. That's what you do with calorie restriction. Get rid of it. Mark Sisson says a Primal Blueprint diet gives you high energy. That's why Mark Sisson runs on caffeine to get through basic workouts like throwing a frisbee on the beach or walking the dog or picking up some sticks in the backyard. Great. That's real high energy lifestyle to do that. Need some caffeine even to do just basic stuff. Mark Sisson's own quote, I don't want to be fit, I just want to look fit. I want to be fit, man. And when you are fit, you look fit versus trying to starve yourself and binge and restrict and intermittent fasting and all this binging, purging. Get rid of that stuff. Mark Sisson says, impossible to be fit, high level cardio, or strong as a vegan. Fact. Dr. McDougall, the guy Mark Sisson always writes off, Dr. McDougall coached Carl Lewis. Everyone knows Carl Lewis, the greatest track and field athlete ever. Carl Lewis, vegan. Rest is history. Look at Carl Lewis today. What diet's he eating? Things didn't change there. Today we have vegan athletes in every single field, from UFC fighting, Formula 1, World Cup soccer, Tour de France, ballet dancing, bodybuilding. We've got vegan athletes in all fields. I've never, ever heard, and I will never hear of a low-carb, high-fat, fried food dude, Mark Sisson Primal Blueprint guru, follower, worshipper, fanboy, ever even having decent level of fitness. Ever. 2010 national heavyweight bench press champion, Noah Hannibal, been vegan for the last 16 years. I don't know any Primal Blueprint fanboy that can even lift close to Noah's record-setting weight. Show me, show me, show me the videos. I look on the videos all the time. All I see in the Primal Blueprint videos is some 400-pound dude or some 200-pound chick eating bacon and eggs, thinking they're going to wake up tomorrow like Adonis or Athena or whatever. It's like, man, you're getting suckered by Dr. Atkins in his Vibrams. So basically, that's how Mark Sisson stays lean. Intermittent fasting, a lot of caffeine, big salads to distract the hunger. So it's basically calorie restriction when we do the math. Calorie restriction. But Mark Sisson promotes the high-fat, all-you-can-eat, bacon and eggs, go to McDonald's in your white-souled Vibrams, get the Big Mac, just get rid of the bun and eat the rest lifestyle. It's a fad. It's a fad. It's not backed in any clinical science. It never would be, never will be, despite all the trillions of dollars the meat and dairy industries have to back it. They won't be able to back something like Primal Blueprint because it's bogus. It's just snake oil nonsense. If you want the real results without calorie restriction, real food, take advice from people getting the results you desire, not people who are taking steroids and testosterone and, you know, drugging themselves up for little photo shoots they use for every 5 years and rotate them around. That's just, you know, that's just nonsense. Mark Sisson's wife's a vegetarian. Her parents are a vegan. That says it all, in my opinion. They're McDougall followers. I've got a good friend who's following Mark's Primal Blueprint thing, and he's just putting on weight around his gut. He used to be pretty lean, pretty fit. He didn't eat a vegan, but he ate sort of, you know, close to vegan lifestyle, high carb, low fat, and I'm not sure what I got out of that. I think just social pressure. You know, a lot of his redneck buddies are like, hey, you got to get the meat in your ass. So he's gone to the Primal Blueprint thing, and everyone's loving him because he's eating bacon, eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But he's putting on a lot of weight, man. He's putting on a lot of. He's lost all his ab definition. He's starting to get a bit pudgy around the midsection. His cardio is just gone out the door because Mark Sisson says cardio is chronic, bad, don't do it. Because you can't do it on freaking paleo blueprint, 100 grams of carbs per day, because you won't be able to maintain any real fitness on that. That's why we never see or will see any elite level Primal Blueprint athletes. Physically impossible. Even Mark Sisson says that. It's just based and aimed at overweight people with ignorance in sport and health. So anyway, my buddy's just, you know, struggling with his health, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like, you're young, so you can sort of get away with it a bit, but look at your body, man. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, man. You're getting fat. You're getting slow. Your cardio's done. You can't ride your bike anymore. What's going on, man? I said, if you're gonna throw all this Primal Blueprint that fad, then cool, man. That's your choice. But go to your doctor, get regular heart checkups, get blood profiles, get lipid profiles, get your cholesterol done, get your triglycerides done, get your hemoglobin A1C done. Make sure your diabetes isn't going to come into the picture because it's high-fat diets create diabetes. We know that. The Journal of American Medical Association publishes that, you know, regularly, that high-fat diets contribute to type 2 diabetes, so be careful there. And he's buying all these Primal Blueprint protein powders, and he goes, Harley, you know, like, I'm glad I found this Primal Blueprint thing because I was, you know, running low on omega-3s. I'm like, dude, like, you're eating so much fish and now you're taking fish oil on top of that. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, Mark Sisson said you won't get enough omega-3s as a vegan, yet flax seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds, all fruits and vegetables have more omega-3s per calorie than any animal product on earth. And Mark Sisson says eat lots of fish and buy the Primal Blueprint fish oil supplement on top of that. Sounds like another McCullough multi-level marketing theme there. So it's just crazy. And then Mark Sisson says you won't get enough protein as a vegan, so eat meat and buy the auto-shipped monthly update Primal Blueprint protein powder, because in Primal days they had protein powders, yeah? Mark Sisson's a smart dude, man. He knows how to pull the money in. I don't know, you tell people good things about their bad habits, have monthly consumables, put up a photo where you photoshopped or done steroids or whatever, things like that. Just aim at people who are ignorant, who have no understanding on basic health and fitness, and you just sucker them in. So hopefully my friend Richard can understand, you know, this video is not against him and that. I just want to put it out there and share, because, man, I see people losing their health all the time on forums. Go to Mark's forum, you see all these people, I'm still overweight. I'm like, no, my fitness isn't good. I remember one boxer guy's, you know, I keep getting my head punched in at training. What's going on here? Like, getting your head punched in, man. Who wants to get their head punched in? I do Muay Thai in Thailand. When you get your head punched in, it hurts, man. You got to stay caloried up, carved up. One of the guys I was out training today with, he's got a fight on Saturday night, so he's in his, you know, cutting phase because he's a few kilos over, so he's just not eating much, he's not drinking much. just so he can get to the scales on Friday, and then he'll eat and drink Friday night, and he'll be okay for Saturday. Hopefully he recovers in time. But today in training, man, he's looking mega lean, but he's just punching so slow, and he's kicking not too powerfully, and it was amazing to watch that, from training with this guy in the last 2 weeks. I'm just like, wow, I can see that big change. I was like, what's going on? And I was like, oh, yo, you got a fight on. And then I could tell he's got the sweatpants and the sweat jacket on, and he's just trying to cut the water weight, and so he has to starve and not eat much, which is bad, man, because your performance just goes downhill. That's why all the primal dudes are just flailing, floundering, getting dropped, getting punched in the face. So don't get punched in the face. Keep the carbs high. Simple. Use common sense, people. Don't follow any Dr. Atkins style programs. They're highly dangerous. Fuck up your health. Peace. Thanks for watching.